Hey Jesus. Who is that bitch?
RuPaul Andre Charles is an American drag queen, actor, model, singer, songwriter, and television personality. RuPaul is considered the most commercially successful drag queen.
Stop. You know, I know who that bitch is, but I don't really know what that bitch means. And I think it's time we all found out together. So as you might have seen, I did my video on drag queens, trying to guess English slang. A bit of Yorkshire, a bit of Cockney rhyming slang. But then a young drag queen caught my eye called Bob the Drag Queen. And I saw that he started doing some online teaching. Bob the Drag Queen teaches you drag slang. And I don't know that much drag slang, but you know I like to mix with these queens, you know what I'm saying? So I could do with knowing the lingo. So today, I'm gonna learn drag slang with Bob the Drag Queen. Before we get into this, check everything down below, you know, follow me on everything, make me a little bit famous and that, let me a little bit famous and that. And it is currently 2 minutes past midnight, which means it's my birthday right now, so a little bit famous and that. Happy birthday to me, and let's spend it with Bobby. Okay, are we ready? I am ready for this. No, hold on. Yeah. Okay, let's go. This is Bob the Drag Queen with Vanity Fair. It must be the school of Bob.
Hello, Vanity Fair. My name is Bob the Drag Queen. I'm here to teach you some drag slang, a little bit of lingo, a little bit of the Queen's English. A bar queen is...
Bar queen, I'm gonna say it's a queen who likes the drinks.
Is a queen who has made her career in the bars, in the gay bars. There's club kids and there's bar queens. I am a proud bar queen. Here's a sentence. Look at that bar queen over there walking around with a fistful of singles.
The only time I've ever seen drag queens is in the pub that I used to work at, or bar, whatever you want to call it, but they were really funny. But they picked on me and my bum.
Tino shade.
That means no tea, no shade. If there's no gossip, then there's no shade to be thrown, you know what I mean? If you ain't a bitch, I ain't gonna call you a bitch.
You know, shade is when someone's like, listen, all bullshit aside, this is the reality. I'm not being shady, I'm just being real. Mistake no tea, no shade.
Okay, so it's just being straight up.
Not good on you. Clock. Alright, now, clock, this is,
Clock, I feel like it's gonna be a bit naughty, removing the word L. But clock, maybe it's something to do with... Maybe it's like, you are a queen 24 hours of the day. You are a queen all around the clock, you know what I mean?
Clock has some problematic undertones to it. I want everyone to know that clock is when someone identifies something in you that people think you were trying to hide. For example, when someone goes, oh, Miss Thing, your hairline is clocked. That means like I can see the lace on your wig, and that is a wig. Like you've been we clocked your wig. Hog body was made.
Oh, clock's just like, it's a normal word. Hog body. To me, that just sounds like a fat.
From RuPaul's Drag Race season 6, and it is in reference to specifically Adora Delano didn't wear a corset, and she said that she has hog body when she's not wearing a corset. So it's just like having a beer belly. It's the gay version of having a beer belly. Eleganza, extravaganza.
You look fine, bitch. That's what I'm saying.
So eleganza, extravaganza is essentially a way of saying like something is extremely elegant and extravagant. So you'll feel like a big ball. This is like a derivative of ballroom culture, but it's not directly from ballroom culture. It's essentially like talking like people in ballroom. Mug is the...
You look like a mug, bro. I don't know if you use it in America, but in England we call people mugs who are like, you're being mugged off. You're being made a clown, bro. You a clown, bruv. Mug. You a mug, bruv. You a mug, bruv. You are a mug, bruv. Blood. Mug blood.
Face. This is the mug. This is where the mug lives. So if someone goes, I want to get a close-up of that mug, what they're saying is, I would like to get a close shot of your face. Serving face. When you are serving face, you are giving the mug, you are giving the look. It's essentially like walking the face category. It's not just like having a beautiful face. It's a lot of this.
Looking like a 5-star bitch is what it's saying.
It is. This thing is serving the face, which is giving you one of these.
It's the thing I like to
You'll
call
see a queen like
working.
doing her makeup, and she goes. go on this thing. She's really serving face tonight. Heather. Okay, Heather is a term.
It's a girl I used to go to school with.
In reference to the movie Heathers. And if you are a Heather, you are a very pretty girl and you're one of the cool girls. So the Heathers are the cool girls. And you just call each other Heather. Hey, Heather.
Whoever the original Heather is must be looking fine.
Oh, hey, Heather. Hey, Heather. Purse first. I popularized the term purse first myself. It is
Put your money where your mouth is.
a phrase I came up with on Drag Race. I was asked by a Thorgy how I walked into the runway my very first time, and I said, "Oh, I walked out first."
Did he not just say
asked by a Thorgy how?
I was asked by the orgy.
Is a phrase I came up with on Drag Race. I was asked by a Thorgy how I walked into the runway my very first time, and I said, "Oh, I walked out first." And then it kind of became like a catchphrase. It's just like a phrase you shout out when you're feeling, yes, Miss Thing, purse first, honey.
I'd walk out purse first if I had anything to put in the purse. Booby bib. Something about milky boobs. Booby bib. A bra, like a bra for like fake drag boobs, boobies.
Or breastplate is probably the most proper term for it. Is like it look. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like breasts, like large breasts, like a necklace. Imagine if there was a necklace and breast combined into one. You strap it behind your neck, and then you use the word necklace to conceal the seam.
It's just the fake boobs. Hunty. Hunty. I feel like it's going to be something naughty and it's going to be to do something with the C word.
Is essentially the word hunty. So it's like, oh yes, hunty, she's feeling it tonight.
Maybe not.
Painted. So when you...
That means when you got your makeup on. Straight up, I'm 100% confident on this, because what else would it be called?
You got your makeup and it looks extremely good. You are painted. Like your makeup is so over the top. You would say, Miss Thing, you are painted on this night. Girlfriends. It's just girl.
That's Rue's mates. That's myself as such.
Girlfriends. Like it's just a goofy way of saying girlfriend. So, you know, these are my squirrel friends. We love hanging out and just like
nibbling on some nuts.
Like chittering and chattering together. Like squirrels do. I don't know that squirrels chat together. I don't know how squirrels communicate. Showboating. I don't know if this is necessarily.
That's just a word.
Bish. In my
girl, please.
opinion, most people say bish, and you really draw it out longer. So it's like a affectation of the word bish. And it usually lives by itself. Bish. Like that's the whole sentence.
I'm getting that behind me.
Boots. So
boots. Boots for a slag term. Boots. I reckon boots are going to be a reference to high heels. They're a different word of putting your, like, work. If you're going to go to work, you put your boots on. But if you're going to go to work as a drag queen, you're going to put your heels on.
So I'll use it in a sentence first. You'll say, girl, this outfit is fierce. Boots. So in real life, you would say, this outfit is very fierce. But in drag, you would say, this outfit is fierce. Boots. Well, sometimes someone will say, like, girl, that show was amazing. You can just say boots. Then you have like the house down boots.
That means you've torn the house down with your boats.
Now the house down boots is like very, very, very. Like, girl, this show is fierce. The house down boots. It's like in Spanish for something like grande or grandissimo or grandissimo. It's like the more you keep adding the easies, it's like the bigger and bigger it gets. And that is what the house down boots is. I don't speak Spanish. I just learned that in Spanish class in high school 20 years ago. Body, oddy.
Damn, you look fit, body. Look at the ass. Look at the ass. Look at their boobs. Look at their waist. Look at those legs.
Now, body, oddy is usually referred to
oi.
when a person has what people would consider an hourglass figure. Breasts going out, hips going in, waist going in, then hips coming out again. Honestly, it can be any extreme version of any body type. So if you're like slim and you're really slim, that's body, oddy. If you're muscular, you're really muscular, or really beefy, or really curvy, that's what body, oddy is. A meaty tuck. So a meaty
That's when you got some big and you took it all upon your ass.
tuck is something that a lot of drag queens maybe don't want to go for. Some drag queens do go for. Tucking is the art form of taking your genitals and pushing them back to create an illusion of not having a penis. That's usually what tucking is. And a meaty tuck is when you don't execute that incredibly well. So you would say, Miss Thing, tonight I got a meaty tuck. Don't pan down. Don't.
Some people can't help it, you know what I mean?
The tuck is meaty on this evening. Cooking and baking.
Gotta be to do with makeup. He's ruined it just by slapping his face, but bake, I imagine foundation or something like that.
Now, cooking and baking refers to when you do your face, you will take powder and you'll highlight this area, your T-zone, this area, here, down here, and you leave it on while you're like preparing, like getting your outfit together, and it punches up the highlights in your makeup. So they'll be like, girl, why is your face covered in powder? I'm baking. Drag daughter. Now,
the thing that I don't understand is like drag mother and drag daughter. I haven't clicked on it yet. People have spoke about it like, yeah, she's my drag mom, she's my drag sister, that's my drag daughter, man. But it's like, does that mean they taught them? Or does it mean they're copying their style? You tell me. No, don't tell me. Bob's gonna tell me, but still tell me in the comments. Got it. Who would be your drag mother?
Specifically reserved for when you put someone in drag for their first time, they'll be your drag daughter. And a lot of other times it's more formal. You have to like basically submit a request to be someone's drag daughter. I have a lot of drag moms. My official drag mom is Peaches Christ. She didn't teach me drag, but she taught me a lot about producing and how to be a business person in drag. But then again, also Peppermint, Bibi Zahara Benet, Sherry Vine, Bianca Del Rio, all taught me a lot about drag just through me watching them and observing them, but I'm not officially their drag daughter. I just learned a lot. Feeling the fantasy.
You believe you believe who you are portraying. You are in your character. You are Oscar worthy.
I mean, to me this seems self-explanatory what feeling the fantasy is. So a big part of drag is a fantasy. Like, I create this image of myself where I am this extremely wealthy heiress not heiress, like I am the owner of the estate. She is feeling the fantasy it's gonna be one of those nights. So giving light is like when you feel invigorated.
Maybe it's like in a club where Born Naked comes on. So you see that walk, and you
So I'll be like, girl, I'm right now. When I first moved to New York City, I went down to Barracuda. I saw Peppermint on stage turning the party, and she was giving me life. Glamazon.
The most decorated drag queen in the room. The most elegantly diamonds and full times. 10 out of 10 bitch.
So a Glamazon is a big, glamorous lady. Doesn't have to be a lady, but that's kind of like the connotation to it. Like a femme presenting, larger than life lady who's really glamorous. So it's a combination of words glamorous and Amazon, and you can find them together.
You're the jungle queen.
Say, well, she's a Glamazon.
She's the Brazilian queen.
Big fierce lady. Relying on body. This is a phrase.
It means if you only got ass, but you ain't got no personality.
That was made popular by Michelle Visage.
Which is happening a lot on these days on Instagram and TikTok.
Stop relying on that body. Meaning you are using your neck down physical attributes to compensate for a lack of performance or some other aspect of your career. Untuck.
It means...
Untucking is the act of... You remember talking about meaty tuck earlier? Y'all remember meaty tuck?
I bet that is the best feeling in the world.
Untucking is the undoing of that.
You know, like when girls say they take the bra off at the end of the day, it's the best feeling in the world. Oops. Imagine letting it all fall out.
At the end of the night, or in the middle of your gig, depending on how things are going down there, you'll untuck and you'll free the bird from the cage. The children. So,
I don't know what this means. I'm going to say the younger drag queens who just don't understand what they're doing.
So this goes back to giving life, mom, and children. Basically, the children is the audience, or the people receiving your art. So you say, oh, Miss Thing, she's going to give the children life tonight. She's going to do a good job for the audience. It's so funny because, like, to me, these are all secondary. Like, I'm just so used to saying, oh, Miss Thing, she's turning for the children. Like, she's out there doing a really good job so the audience can enjoy themselves. She owns everything.
I think that explains itself.
Drag king is...
Drag king. Someone who's... drag king. Maybe someone who's funny completely out of drag, doesn't need the drag doesn't need like a character. He's just personally funny. You know what I mean? Like a funny guy.
Someone. So let's break it down to drag, and then drag queens, and then drag kings. Shall we? Let's break it all down. Drag is blurring the gender line and creating art. It doesn't have to be singing. It doesn't have to be dancing. It doesn't have to be comedy. If you are blurring the gender line and you are creating art, you are then engaging in drag. So, for example, if a cisgendered woman is dressing up in high drag, what she's doing is essentially dressing up as a hyper woman or a hyper femme, or dressing up like a man dressing like a woman. So therefore, you are blurring the gender line.
For this.
So in order to be a drag queen, you don't have to be assigned male at birth. You don't have to be a man. You can just be doing drag. In order to be a drag king, you're doing the version, but it's more skewed toward masculinity. So if someone's doing a hyper masculine performance of masculinity, that person is a drag king. More often than
so I could dress up as John Cena practically, and you know what I mean?
Not drag queens are usually AFAB, meaning assigned female at birth. Alright, listen, that's the full fantasy. That's the dictionary. Oh yeah, Merriam-Webster. This is Bob the Drag Queen, unabridged, full dictionary, honey. So I hope you learned something.
I did. Class dismissed. Thanks for supply teacher Bob. 10 out of 10 marks. I hope we have another lesson with him. I'm going to polish off that whiskey. It's rum, actually, it's rum. I'm going to polish off that rum, and I'm going to try celebrate my birthday, even though I'm getting to that stage where I'm getting a bit too old to celebrate it anymore. It's a bit scary now. But thanks for watching. If you want to ask any questions, comments, I'll talk back to you, you know what I mean? If you want to see anything, comments, you know what I mean? I don't know how to finish this again. It's getting really warm though. It's just gone January the 10th. My birthday, if you didn't know. And Terminator's on TV. And getting a bit hungry again, so I might go eat some skips. If you're still watching at this point, what's your favourite bag of crisps? Thanks for watching. Ciao, ciao.